We're here at the Machinima premiere for Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. And why don't you let us know who you are and what you did on the film?
My name is Mike Moe. I play Ryu in the film, by the way. Like your hockey jersey.
Thank you.
Very nice touch.
Well, you answered my first question. Is it Ryu or Ryu?
It's not Ryu. I know most people say it's Ryu because people have perpetuated the wrong thing, but it's actually Ryu. So the best way to say it for American tongues is Ryu.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, did you play a lot of Street Fighter when you were younger?
I did. I still have calluses on my left thumb from trying to roll it forward to throw the Hadouken.
Now, did you play Ryu or did you...
I did. I actually did. But when I was first starting out, I played Chun-Li because I wasn't very good. Because I just wanted to do the... So it was just one button.
Awesome.
So that's fine.
When I was a kid, I play all the time, and I went to the game center, and this, how can I say, like old-fashioned these.
Right.
Yeah,
the joystick.
Yeah, joystick. Yeah.
Now, who did you play as when you played?
I like Gaia, actually.
Gaia?
Yeah.
You like charging up the kicks and Sonic Boom.
Yeah. Sometimes Chun-Li.
Yeah.
I was a big fan. I played Street Fighter 2 when I was growing up and the Alpha games, but I think what really did it was Joey and I used to live together, and we played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 pretty much every day of our unemployed actor lives. So out of that was kind of the genesis of an idea, like they've got such awesome powers and there's a great story here from Street Fighter 2 through the Alpha game, Street Fighter 3, that we should do this right, and that was where that kind of came from.
Now, when you played, did you play as Ken or who'd you play as?
Oh, absolutely. Ken was my guy from the very beginning. I mean, occasionally Ryu, but like those kind of Shoto clones, as they're known, they were my characters, but Ken definitely struck a chord, and I was just lucky enough that when we came to film it, I looked enough like him, because that would have been a tragedy if it was like, we've written this thing, but you look nothing like Ken, so you can't do it.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Now, what was the genesis of the project? You just sat around one day and you said, there's not a really good Street Fighter thing out there, let's do it.
Pretty much. I mean, other than the animes, the mangas really touched the chord. It was like the Street Fighter 2 animated movie, I think, really kind of distilled these characters, and it was never done right. Like the Van Damme movie, you see, they kind of went off on a tangent, making Ryu and Ken like con men in it, and then the Chun-Li movie came out, and we were hoping for a great Street Fighter movie, and it didn't happen. So off the back of that, we kind of thought, well, someone should do it right, like the animes, like the games have the characters, because that's what people loved about the games in the beginning. So we kind of came up and we said, right, we'll do a story, we'll try and knit it all together, everything in the games, and we'll make it true to the source.
So you're telling me the Van Damme movie wasn't good?
Well, it depends on your definition, I guess, but I watched it actually a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, tongue-in-cheek, this is actually hilarious.
Right.
But for a true Street Fighter fan, I think it was lacking in some aspects.
Yeah. Now, did you have any fun stories from the set? Did you guys have any accidents or mishaps, or got a little too close?
It was something happened.
Oh yeah.
I kicked Mike's head accidentally.
And did you guys have to stop, or did he just kind of shake it off?
Yeah, it was actually after the cut.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So yeah.
So the director said cut, and you were still into it?
Yeah, but it's like instinct is going on, so then it's happening. But it's all right. Yeah, it's not deep.
Real quick, could you break down the premise of this for us?
It's a multi-generational story, and it centers on Ryu and Ken and the martial arts style they practice on Satsukin. And their master, Goken, has seen it all, from his master, Gotetsu, to his students, Ryu and Ken. So there's a lot of turmoil in the duality of this martial art. It can be used for good, it can be abused.
Right.
So we're going to find out what happens to Ryu and Ken.
It's we're kind of on the journey with Ryu and Ken as they're kind of in the final stages of learning their own martial arts style, the Ansatsuken style, and they don't know any Hado at the beginning, so they can't do fireballs, they can't do the big Shoryukens, and we kind of go with them on this journey, and we learn more about the past of their master Goken when he was younger, and his brother, and the old grandmaster of Ansatsuken who kind of started it all off. So yeah, we follow them through, and it's flashing backwards and forwards, and I think it's a great story the way we've woven it together. And you get some epic battles in it and epic battles at the end. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Now, when you wrote it, did you write it as one long continuous story, or did you think it was going to be like a web series where you kind of have to get the breaks in?
Sure. I mean, we actually wrote it as a TV series to begin with, like a 6-part kind of half-hour episode. So all of the things that are geared towards that kind of story arc. But I think it also works as a long-playing feature. It's like 2.5 hours of just a continuous thing. So it doesn't have the usual like 3 acts structure, but at the same time you can split it up, and I think it kind of works on a lot of different levels like that. So it's okay being a web series, but when the DVD Blu-ray comes out, you would be able to watch it all in one and kind of enjoy it as a long playing feature.
Do we get a gratifying ending for season 1, or is it kind of...
It is a gratifying ending.
Oh, okay.
There is a cliffhanger, but we feel closure for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all you can ask for. You'll leave them wanting more, but solve most of the questions.
You got it.